Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we will play 10 games in Mythic ladder to once for all decide, are spiders good enough? Is that like the best, new tribal deck? Because this is the deck, this is the deck that I've been trying in different versions for last 2 days, and I think I kinda got the answers, but we'll try it. So first, we swing, and we see what happens. Man, this, by the way, this is one of the best spiders. So guys, I played with tons of spiders. I started with Gruul. Oh, you want to destroy my creature? Well, that would be unfortunate if it was saved while drawing cards. And you can see why I like this guy quite a lot. Indestructible. So, we swing, we deal damage, we draw cards, our opponent is impressed, we are impressed as well. So I kinda got the feeling, which spiders are good, which aren't. I played with most of them, if not all, and we went through all the cores. So I kinda think, I get the feeling of the tribe, and I already have some thoughts, but I want to make sure that we actually test it on the ladder. So we will play 10 games and I will show you the results in the outro. So, I think we have to go for this. This is super important. And I would really love this to survive. It probably won't. Another long goodbye. Unfortunately, we cannot do much about it. However, I think we can sneak some different value. Thank you. Food token. Yay. Now it's basically good game. We cast Shelter by Ghost. Because we have a pump spell, and this gives ward. And they already used 2 cards that go around ward. So they use their best stuff on, our small things. This is one of the main cards for the spider decks. When this dies, it hurts. It hurts. This is your way to get a lot of cards. We have quite a few of different ways, so I will show you everything. And they're going with the Siren. They give up on trying to control the battlefield. Alright, this is a nice one. This is one of the good cards. Not sure how we will play it. The mana base on this type of deck is super sketchy, so you need to actually pay a lot of attention. So this will be a 3-2 already. I think we just go with haste. This is a good swing, man. Of course we could remove the Siren, but I'm honestly not sure if it's worth it. They didn't go for the Drowner, so, that's a start. Maybe they play it now? In which case we can trade nicely. Alright, good. I mean, this is kinda fine for us. They don't have mana and they cannot tap. Alright. Correct. But it's very good for us, because this is very premium card. We can, for a single point of mana, pump it to 7-6. We don't deal damage, but we get a good trade. And this is a menace for our opponent to answer. But man, it's kind of scary looking right now. The fact that we lost this was really painful, especially that we had to waste this as well just to protect it on the first try. So those were one of our best cards. But now if we hit the right stuff, we can do a lot. We also have uncounterable creatures. So that's pretty massive. Man, this is kinda scary. I think we just swing and see if they react. They might have another Drowner. There's not much we can do about it. We could wait one more turn and go for this. This would be really strong, but I think they have Drowner, to be honest. But there's not much I can do about it. So this is the worst case scenario Drowner. Of course, that's the case. Oh boy. Oh boy, so they kinda answer both, unfortunately. Now they will trade and we cannot pump it. We still have priority from this, but of course it's just for bluffing. It is what it is. Not super happy about this one, but maybe. Scion is super important, so maybe we do it later. As you can see, we are kinda low on cards here. So man, a scary one. I really want to win, but we don't have enough cards to, get around them. And we don't have enough pressure. Like, those Sheltered never got a good target here. So while the card is amazing, they always kinda trade around it. Okay. I mean, this is a nice Shelter target, so maybe. Our opponent also doesn't have too much power. Like, we're basically at 30. So it's also, like, we will have time, but I'm super scared of, like, Curiosity. Do we need this? I don't think we do. We can just get it. You know, we might need it later. Because we are basically erasing right now. Okay, this is a nice one. This is kinda nice one. So we can riot. Or we can just go for a 3-3. We could attack right now. I think we'll go for the counter. And see what happens. And I will go for Kraza. Because there is a chance they have still one play. Man. If they have a small counter spell, maybe we just wait one turn. They attack, we get a 2-2 of something, probably. No. I will take the risk. Even if they have interaction, it's fine. If that's removal, it's a little bit better, because maybe this survives later on the next turn. If counter spell, that's a bit worse. Wait, uncounter? It cannot be countered? Spells too? Are you serious? What? I was sure it's creatures like every time. Man, the anti-counter spell cards are getting better. Not only land, but also this. Okay, this is actually okay. And they took the damage, which is even better. Man, we are so close to finishing this. But we are still not there yet. This is so funny, because the base power of this creature is the 2-2. Because it gets a 3-3 with a counter. Okay, this is nice. Man, we are so close. If they don't have removal, I think we'll win. Because they need to remove this on the next turn. I mean, guys, let's freaking go. You know what has to happen. You know what has to happen. Let's go, spiders. The army of relentless spiders is here. Down to 3. And this is what I was saying. They need removal in those 3 cards. And they are not drawing a card with Preacher. They are so low, they will go with a, with a token. So right now, removal or death. And I really hope it's death, And if we could start with a nice way. Oh, please. I know Demera has a lot, but look how much they already used. Basically 5 removal spells if you look at it at the right angle. Okay, swing. They can disable this guy. Which is probably what they will do. To be fair, right? If they disable this, they might get another turn. We only have 1 in the deck. But maybe we can cheat something with this guy. I don't remember every spider we have. And this unfortunately has vigilance. So we are this close. Of course. Like, you know that when you are fighting for your last turn, it has to be a land. Even if you play like 20 lands, you will get it. Alright. Okay, we need to have uncountable one. By the way, this is also a 3-3, so fun, man, because now they didn't disable this guy. So we can full swing, but they can survive, and that's a big pain. Do we have some... We have Kraza, which would be the third one. It will be what? A 3-2. Man, I think... Okay. I have an idea, but it won't matter too much. Kraza doesn't do super much, but it still helps a bit. And they keep making tokens, so if we can Okay, I think this is the play. By the way, this spider is super good. It's actually surprisingly good. I didn't play it at start, and I had regrets. Let's put it this way. We could get counters on this. Kraza is strong, but it's just an extra creature, and basically that's it. And this is a flyer. This will win the game. It's a 4 power creature. Alright, let's go. Is it a spider? It is a spider. So we cannot really swing because they get the reef. I don't think attacking is a good idea. I think the plan... Unfortunately, they see the spider. We will play this. It's uncounterable. And then we can attack for 4. So if they attack this, they will go up to 4. And they cannot target this because it's not in the board. I mean, it's kinda until end of turn, so they need to keep getting rid of this one. And I think we are winning. Man, this will be a good start. I want to win most of the games, man. That's the plan. And I know you've seen a lot of different spider builds. Sure. I guess we could go for the hexproof here. Wait. If we go hexproof, don't we win? If they don't have removal, and it seems they don't. We can just swing with this and... Oh, they are not attacking. Alright, I will go for it. Guys, I will go for it. I think it might be worth it, not sure. They didn't have removal before, so unless they play super cautiously... Cool. Cool story, bro. Bro, my spells are uncounterable, of course, like why would you counter spells? Let's go for this guy. Hexproof, which means this cannot be targeted, which means that it's not disabled. And now we have a little bit of a better play. Oh yes. Oh yes, and everything has trample, so that means that even if they have flyers, it doesn't matter. Oh, nice. This card, I don't think it's removal, and that's the only card that works for them. Yep, that's it. That's it. I cannot believe we actually will win. Man, that's a good start, and I think we really earned this win. Trample. And this was the literal last addition to the deck, and we have won exactly for this reason, so we can find it with this small spider. I appreciate it, man. This small spider that seems to be a 1-drop, and it's one of the best spiders actually. Alright, let's go to the next one. That's a good start. We kinda... Okay, let's start with this. Because you guessed it, we'll name a spider and play a spider. I know, this is a shocker and nobody expected this story twist. But that's what we are going. We have definitely too many 3-drops, so that's scary. And here's the everyone's favorite slick shot. I mean, we probably keep this guy forever. So let's go for the Foundry. Well, I guess we can just, you know, basically alternate between them. So this is looking okay-ish, because the Fateweaver is one of the best spiders. I kid you not. I started with 0, then I started adding them, and I was like, man, this card actually helps you win so much. The Death Touch is the, you know, the secret sauce. Okay, so how do we do it? How do we do it? Can be blocked by... I have no humans, that's great. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a... That's such a cool card. Alright. I think we go for this. Spinner is nice, but probably this is better. And guys, you guessed it, it will be a spider. It will be a spider. So we kinda want to start being a little bit aggressive, because then we get the counters. This was the reason why I splashed white into this deck. I started with Gruul and I was like, this one is good. What? Bro, we have literally one in the deck, and we burned it, and then Monored, of course, just conceded immediately without playing the game. I mean, that's a second victory. Alright, the Chocobo on the play. That's scary. And you guessed it. I think it's Spider. Yeah, it will be Spider. And okay, so serious talk right now. Why the Fateweaver is so incredibly good? It's basically the best spider in the format. Okay, not really, but you get the idea. Because very often your spiders are lower statted than your opponent's creatures. Especially things that are green. They usually have like at least 15 toughness and 14 power or something crazy like this. So you will lose on board against them. And that means that they keep attacking, and every time you're getting more and more behind. I think we can chill for this one turn. Maybe we will block later, but not now. And of course they can pump. They decided to not do it. However, with Fateweavers, you can actually stop the biggest creatures of your opponent, and nobody really wants to remove this because it's like a 1/1/1 drop. And later you can use this to find a hero, and of course, I mean, that's on the card, right? But what is important, we played only one of this 5-colored one, which is definitely not any kind of spider hero, and we can put it in the board. So it's basically like a tutor. We need to go double starting town because we drew a little bit too many, and we don't want to miss any mana. This will probably be a 2/3. I honestly think we will... Oh man, we could try to go for this. It will be what, a 5/4? Not bad. It will stop the bleeding a little bit, but they will block probably. This is super greedy play, and I'm not sure if it's the right one. Man, this will be a little bit scary. We are on the draw, don't forget. And they have double Chocobo, so that's very, very strong start. It's not the best, but it's pretty solid. And we are a little bit here wonky, you know? Shelter by Ghost is super good for this matchup, because if you can swing, you know, few times with good damage, it buys you basically infinite time, except, you know, like the Tifa or Hydra. Those are two creatures you kinda cannot answer, you need to remove them. Or try to raise before they can, you know, assemble them. So yeah, you can sacrifice this Fateweaver, and you have only one of this 5-colored hero, but you have basically 5 copies, because 4 for Fateweavers and 1 of the actual spider, you know? Now we will start trading, I believe. They might, you know, protect it, but that's the risk we will take. Of course, we go for the bigger one. Let's see if they have... Usually they play Veils, so they give hexproof, but I've seen a lot of versions lately running the indestructible one with the pilot. That's also 1 green mana. They also have white for some reason, so there's more here. Okay, this is super terrifying. We have to play this. Oh boy, this will be scary. I think we start with this. This is something we absolutely need to play so we can block Hydra. Oh, those draws are not good, guys. Those are not good draws. If I attack, we can go for this. Okay, I think that's the play. And of course they won't block, because that's a very bad block. And even if they did, we get all the value. And our opponent is like, what? Why do you care so much about this 2 damage? And of course, you know, when spiders will be more popular, if they will, because we will talk about it in the outro, if someone sees this type of attack, on like Borys mana, they will probably know what's up. You know? Alright, so we have a Death Toucher and a 6/5. So if they attack with small guy, we can block it with better stats. If they go for the big guy, we just trade. So this will be a bit of a problem. But of course, if they scale Hydra hard enough, it won't matter too much. They will kill us with 1 swing. So right now we are trying to search for Shelter by Ghost. They are really thinking long about plays, so that usually means that they have something. So this will be a 4/4, still cannot really attack. I hope they cannot pump this Chocobo bigger than Borys. But you can kinda see that on stats, even like our big play, we kinda lost 2 mana to make this guy, you know? It should be the biggest creature, but unfortunately our opponent is matching it with a 1-drop soon. Oh my god, bro. Shelter by Ghost and Woman. We just need good draw here. Because if we sheltered right now, we get rid of this, they cannot protect it, and then this one will probably be too slow to raise us. Because we will life gain so much, we go to 40, and then they need to pump it to, you know, a lot. No way! No way! I'll be honest, I said it, but I didn't believe it. 1 bit. Okay, we need to actually be smart about this turn. And this is the turn when we absolutely have to play this. So we go this, we remove the Hydra, they have 5 power. Oh, so we cannot attack. Okay, so that means we need to play this. Easy. That's the only way. And I really want this live game. Man, this is a top deck of the century. Maybe the blessing of the Shuffler is upon us today. It has to be Hydra. It has to be Hydra. And of course they can double block. It's honestly not so bad for us. But I still think we go for this. Wait, if they double block... Nah, it's... Like, this is really good. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Especially with, you know, the trample and stuff like this. We can try to finish the game with this. So we go to 22. I don't think they can kill us with this. This is 10 damage. If this dies, it will be 8 damage. We cannot push more on the next turn. This might be very close lethal. Because I think they might go Chocobo, land, it will be 4 triggers, so it will be 2, 4, 8, 16 already. And I think we can. I'll go risky here. And I didn't attack. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not even mad because I wasn't sure about this call. So it might be for the better. Especially that we have like the Soul of Spider into Fateweaver. Man, maybe we need to find a way to sacrifice it and set up the big guy. Maybe that's the play. Okay, that's good. Everything that doesn't grow Hydra is good, because those Chocobos will not be relevant. Like, they don't deal enough damage right now. And game will be over before they grow. It's all about this Hydra. Did they play land? I think they didn't. Yeah, they can play land. Don't forget, they can potentially quadruple the power on this card, so that's always a little bit scary. And this is the power of Fateweaver. They cannot really attack unless they Aether kill us or give up one of the creatures. And usually it's the best one, right? Because you can just death touch it. And when you don't need it, or you are playing against control or something, you can just sacrifice it and get the cooler stuff. Kraza is amazing. Alright, I think our opponent is just making some crazy magic tricks there. We could go starting town, this, sacrifice the spider, and win on the next turn. Do you think we have one turn? What is the other play? If we attack, they might pump it and double block and get rid of it. Okay, I think this is the play, guys. We go, okay. I know it's scary, but that gives us basically one turn lethal. 2 turn lethal, sorry. And I'm so focused because I want us to win as many of those 10 games as possible. And I know, like, the streak will end at some point. I want it to end after this game, or after maybe 2 games if we are lucky. You can clearly tell they have something. So do we go with haste? No, I think we go for the counter. It also can buffer a lot of damage from Hydra. If we are close to, like, 20-30 damage, maybe we can tank it. This shows them the play. But even if they see the play, they still need to find a card to answer it. And they die on the next turn. This will also get haste. Okay, I for a second doubted if we have this card in the deck. I was like, we just exiled it. No, Sloth. It was the last game. It was the last game. With mono red that had the endurance of paper. Alright, so our opponent, I expect at least one instant that has protection or, a pump of +1. We do not attack because we win on the next turn. That shifts the complete pressure to our opponent. Right now, instead of, trying to defend, maybe double block, triple block, protect creatures, now they need to kill us within a single turn, and we're basically at 29, because if we block with this guy, that's 8 lifelink and also 6 toughness deducted from the trample. So they need to grow this super hard. Like, I think even 30 power won't be enough for this one kill. Of course, we need to save some creatures, so, we have something to attack with. But I think this will be enough. This is a single landfall trigger, that's it. That's not a good start for our opponent. I think we got this. I think we actually got this, man. Even with really rough early game, we're on the draw. Now we go for this guy. I think they have this protect something for 2 mana that gives a lot, like 3 different abilities and +3/+3. This is my guess, but they have white mana for something. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Because for protection spells, you just go green. Counter, because we have haste from Kraza. Listen, this is it. If our opponent has like a final showdown and they sweep the board at instant speed, alright, they deserve a win. I have no idea what they can do. I think this should be good enough. Is it? I'm seriously considering final showdown, but I think they lack 1 mana for it. So this should be enough. Even if they give reach to something, we have enough damage to just go through. And of course we have first strike and trample on everything. So guys, this is why we have 1 sun. And by the way, does it sound familiar that Fateweaver won the game because we sacrificed it, it took the best creature of the deck, and suddenly we're winning with this exact creature. And we don't have too many of them, so they never clock our hand early game. I told you, man, this build is perfectly refined in 2 days of testing spiders. Alright? I mean, let's go another. Alright, oh, this is... I think we'll lose this one. Whenever I see this type of hand, I know that something is up. We could kinda try to play it. We don't have too many lands, so that's super terrifying. But if we draw a single one, we can play the whole hand. And we're on the draw, so we will draw something. We can play 2 turns on 1 land. I think if we mulligan, that's worse. Guys, I know it's crazy. I think we should take it. I think this is the right call. Because if we mulligan, we can still miss. And having less cards for this type of deck really hurts. Let's go Fateweaver. We missed the land, unfortunately. And on this turn, I could take the non-land, but on this turn I expected a land. Usually in 2 cards you should get 1. Okay, so this is super important. This is actually super important. We want to double spell here, which means we can attack first. And let's see if they take the bait. I don't think they will, it's only 1 damage. I think, oh man, the mana will be sketchy. We want white for sheltered. White mana is kinda hard in this deck. But I guess we have to play creatures first. It is what it is. First we go with this. Consult, alright. You know, guys, let's be honest. If they drop Starcage, I will leave this game faster than a mono-red player. Well, I will play it to the end, just to, you know, showcase you the deck, but it's obviously extremely... Alright, this is where we start. This is where we start. Okay, do we want to show this? If we play this, I'm pretty sure they will remove it. What is the play? I think this guy. First strike haste. This one will be too slow to hexproof it. I think we have to go for this and force this to be removed. Which means that we go Cavern of Souls on Spider. You guessed it. It will be a Spider. Why would you not use this mana? Because it's not a Spider. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, we will change the play. This is not what I want. Oh man, this is not going great. So this pushes the most damage, but it also gives them a perfect target for removal. Fortunately, we at least get a counter for Rizna. And that's probably the actual value we will get from this play. I don't think we'll get to 4. Okay, we attack with 2. They will make the decision right now. I think they will just remove this guy. Because it's what, 3 damage less? Unless they have a sweeper, in which case they actually can take the damage and sweep just to get an extra card. This is honestly fine. It seems scary, but I'll tell you, it's actually not bad. I mean, you know, not bad as not bad it can get here, because we are in serious trouble. Like, this is really bad situation. Against this type of deck, you want to be on the play with really good curve, and, you know, try to get them out of the place. Okay, this might be, you know, might be something. I think it's Kraza into this guy. We don't have more plays, so if they kill it, that's so bad. So let's go for this. Green this. Okay, I think we will go white here. We can afford it. And we of course pay always. So it has to be Kraza into this guy. I could go with Sheltered. Let's go Haste. This way we do some damage already. But you can see the difference. If you play like Borys or Mono Red, you can really deal tons of damage with haste. In this deck, you actually need to go through the board most of the time. Of course, Kraza can give you some leniency, and this is probably one of the best spiders in the deck. Like this, like we play 4 of, even though it's legendary, because it's so strong. All right. No way! No way, man! This was such a disastrous opening, and we are actually entering the numbered Mythic. No joke? I'll take it. Oh boy, I cannot believe we actually won the last one. This is looking decent, you know? It's a hand. What they want, it's a hand. Unfortunately, we're on the draw, which is far from perfect. We start with this one, and I think we'll go with spiders this time, just to, you know, just keep things spicy. Against Monored on the draw, we will be incredibly behind on the board, and they have a lot of cheap removal, so they can kill our main creatures. So this will be extremely scary. And as you can see, they're already going for it. At least we can mitigate 1 point of damage, so, you know, it's something. We need to go starting town. Oh boy, this will be so rough. You can feel how behind we are by not playing mono red. So do we block? I don't think we'll get a good block here. But what else can we do? Do they have something with... I will not attack. I don't think 1 damage is worth it. If we could put the counter, we would of course do it. Yeah, this really doesn't feel like a win, man. Like, whenever you are playing a creature deck against red, it feels just so hard to be on the draw. Like, they just have, you know, everything faster than you. And the deck is usually faster anyway. So, let's see. Yeah, that's game. As you can see, absolutely steamrolled. Absolutely steamrolled. And, well, you can see that mono red is here for a good reason. That would be a win. This card actually would prevent all of this. Okay, so maybe there is a chance. If we can survive 1 turn, I can see us still winning. I mean, this has to be the play. We have white mana. Yeah, food token. So, what do? We go this and this on the next turn, right? So we need green mana and white mana. So we might just play this one tapped. Because we of course don't want to pay. I mean, we might die here, but hopefully we can survive and not lose this. Wow, they had 3 removal spells. This is way above what you expect normally. This is incredibly good draw against us, so... There is still a chance. Believe or not, there is still a chance. We just need to take, you know, a little bit of damage. It never killed anyone, right? Oh boy. And unfortunately, there is only 1 creature we can remove here. This is not our favorite, not gonna lie. We have to go for this, otherwise they just swing by air and kill us. Here we force them to block. Man, I tell you, if we were on the play, I think we would actually do it. Oh wow, he just drew exactly what I removed. Bro, this guy is really good at magic. Well, you know, let's go another. Alright guys, on the draw, this is looking decent. Man, I hope, man, we are on the draw a lot right now. Like, I think this is the 3rd game in a row on the draw. This is obvious, like, when, just to give you an idea, moment, let's go for, you guessed it, it will be spiders this time. When I played, like, red aggro decks, usually I won like 80% or 90% on the play and like 50 to 60 on the draw. So the difference very often is like 30% win rate. Basically, when you are on the draw, you try to break even, and when you are on the play, that's where you get your good results. We of course get rid of, you know, we do nothing. That's what I tried to say. What do we play this turn? We kind of want blocker here. That's why Fateweaver is so good. I think we played this. We go for human then? Should be good enough. Should be good enough. This is a bit of a risky play, but I want to get some decent value, so maybe we can get, you know, some nice trades. This one has reach as well, so it's really good against, you know, even like Channeler, if they can get it to fly. And we have sheltered, but we don't have land. Well, we can use this. So honestly, we are entering decent stage of the game. I think if we were on the play, we would have really good grasp over the game. Because with Spinner, you can basically trade cards, for, you know, always in a good way. Like, you get cards and your opponent is losing cards. But we don't have enough time to do it. So by being on the draw, we also lose value in a way. Our opponent is going absolutely hard on this. That's why we need those Fateweavers. Like, imagine if you don't have a Death Toucher here. By the way, okay, I just want to point out. Our opponent just created like 20-20 of stats in this turn. So they want to bait this one attack because they know that this is the only creature that kinda matters here. At least they get rid of this one for this turn. They need to spend like full next turn to go for it. And we have one sheltered. But they also have Sheltered by Ghosts. This has to be white mana. And I think we pay life. Alright, this is important. We could go for Spinner. It's a really nice card. Or we can go Kraza. No, we have to go Spinner, I think. This way we can start basically getting rid of the creatures to cycle them. We need to be super defensive. Like, we cannot be aggressive. We will win this matchup if we win on value. So on value we are super easily like outgrinding them, but I'm not sure if we have enough time because we're super behind right now. But alright, we have Reachers, so it's not as bad as with some other decks. Of course we need to Death Touch this guy, and we hope that they don't have Sheltered. Like, Sheltered is the only card that can completely win them the game right now. Easy. Tell you, you just name the card. We have our Sheltered, but by the way, out of all the spiders, look which one was chosen. I told you, this is the best one. We need to tank this damage. I don't think we can trade here. I think we need one more turn. This is so much damage. That's also why we fear this. I think with this they won. Like, we needed them to at least not have this. They had good opening, ley line, you know, everything one after another. So we really needed them to whiff at least on this. We can double spell, but is that enough? Or we can go for Sheltered on this. But we won't have good blocks. I need 1 mana on top of it. Alright, we need to think about it. Maybe there is a way. We could play this, Sheltered, and keep grow extra arms. We could also just shelter their Sheltered without paying worth. Oh man, this is rough. This is rough. I think we'll... Man... Like, I cannot lose this. Because if they attack with this, it forces a block, I lose this, and then they get the Pride Mate, and I get nothing out of the whole thing. Like, I need to get a good trade here. I don't know, guys. I think this is the play we need to make. So we will go Sheltered on this guy, because we don't have other guys. We need to target, unfortunately, this, which is not perfect. This is not what we wanted, but we are so far behind on tempo. And this is what I was saying. From the early game, we are always like 1 turn behind. And we cannot spend 2 mana, even though it's a better trade by far. We could start attacking. And they have so much life. It's crazy. I think we have to chill and we'll block the bot. If we attack, they can just ignore it. Because of course they're in no hurry to, you know, just defend their life total, and it's so high that even Leyline isn't like threatened. Okay, this is probably the best we'll get. This is the best we'll get. They will still get the card, so that's not amazing. It's still a good play for them, but man, we are really like scrapping the bottom of the barrel here. Oh my god, stop scaling. This is 21-21 already, and it just keeps going. Okay, okay. By the way, imagine having board without a Fateweaver. Okay. Let's go to blocks. So finally, the Fateweaver caught its destiny. You guys were always destined to fight. And it has to be like this. But I'll tell you, man, we're making a little bit of progress. Imagine if we had 2 mana less. This would be such a game over. Man, the game is so tight, we literally cannot spend 2 mana on a single turn. Oh boy, that's why being on the play is so extremely powerful. It very often forces your opponent to make bad plays, so they lose both tempo and value. But look at this, we are stealing some extra cards, and this might be our out. I really hoped for Fateweaver. We don't have it, we go for Spider. Alright, but we can keep basically wasting creatures in a way. And we cannot attack with Spinner, which is super unfortunate, unless we go for this. Okay. We go Kraza. The cool part is that we can basically keep wasting our spiders every single turn, and it's good. Because we get new cards every time we lose a creature. So this is a 6/4. It can block this, so that helps a little bit. But man, That's a lot of pressure, not gonna lie. We can sacrifice Kraza because we have, of course, another legendary, but that's it. And because they're doing so many cards, without this, they would be out of gas right now. They would play this and end the turn, and then we would bounce up or bounce back. But with Halia, well, it will never end. It will actually never end. So we probably need another sheltered or some super bomb like this 5-colored spider. Or the Fateweaver, the best spider. This is like the best top deck for us. Otherwise, you need to basically keep wasting creatures, as you can see here. We don't have a good trade. I don't want to give them back the Pridemate. At least we keep those in bay with our lifelinker. So we can take 5 damage in a way. Then we keep this. I think this is the play. I would love to trade against this man. Can we? If we could get rid of it. No, this is also our draw engine. I think this is the play, guys. I think this is the play. Oh my god, this is terrifying. The fact that we are even in this game is kinda insane, because we are tanking 25 damage a turn with like our cool, cute spiders. Like, look how cute Nelly it is. Anyway, the best of spiders is here. We want to triple spell, but I'm not sure if we can. Maybe not on this. Well, I think it's still the best spider, honestly. And this is so strong. If we attack, this will be 7. Wait, 7-5. Still cannot attack, man. We could go for the 5-colored one. Wait, is that the play? Then we can go for the big guy on the next turn. If they don't hit sheltered, we maybe win. I don't think so, but maybe. But then they swing all, right? Oh, no, they cannot attack with those because they actually gain its life then. So they only attack with this two. We could lose both. Oh, it feels so sketchy, man. I will go for this guy because he's a big boy, which means that he can trade against Halia. I need them to not draw sheltered. We can beat a lot, but another sheltered wins the game. Like, even the first one honestly won the game. Alright, this is acceptable. I think we can kinda live with this. Oh no, Sanctifiers are big now. Oh, that's bad. Well, that's cool, we can just throw more stuff under the bus. Oh, this is great. Oh no. Okay, I think it actually did this, right? The whole point was they couldn't attack with Sanctifiers because of Spinner. So now we need to give them back the creature, which means we have to make this block. At least we trade here. We go to 9, so we don't need to lose this one, but we're not getting our cards then. Fateweaver goes against the Pridemate. So maybe we take 7. With Kraza we could attack. Or put counters. I think this might be the final block. Alright, so what do we do? This will be so rough. We trade against 2, they get the Pridemate. And we cannot kill Halia because reasons. If we block this, double block, this goes through. You know what? This might be the better play. No. Because we need to disable the life gain. I know it's slow, but man, you need to play like this if you want to win games. This game is unwinnable normally. We should lose. But we're trying to basically cheat the destiny here a little bit. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot about this part. Oh, we had sheltered under it. Not Pridemate. Of course we will. So at least we get new cards. So you know what? Double Fateweaver, the best card of the spider deck. You can see why I like this card so much. It actually is the only card that matters most of the time. Okay, maybe I overdid it, but it's a card that always saves you in some weird way. So we can actually double play this and block both of them. So if they don't have good cards in those three, we are actually winning on board for the first time ever. Oh boy, Fateweaver. Also, we don't want to take any damage. Fateweaver. So we already have we need both of them, man. So that means we go for this guy. I mean, maybe if this dies we get Kraza. Life gain is kinda disgusting. They will go to 70 if they attack. I need them to whiff, please. They didn't whiff so far. At least whiff now. Block, block, go. I think our opponent... No, don't tell me they also have like indestructible on something. Come on. I need them to whiff. Of course they do. Indestructible on everything. Oh, okay, like this is way too much, man. I think we really did everything we could, but come on. This is like 25 power every single turn attacking us, and they never missed a beat for the whole game, from turn 1 until now. Oh, man. Yeah, I think we're out of tricks. Oh, well, they have more. Okay, I think we'll play one more, because Shelter by Ghost is probably the... Never mind. Alright, I think that's it. I literally have no idea what we can do. We can just throw those two under the bus. I think the only play is this. And I don't think what in the world we could draw. I think Shelter, that's the only card, but it's also not enough. I mean, First Strike Haste? Wait, does it give us turn? I mean, it buys us a turn. You know? We will chomp block, so, you know, all the counters here, those are the only ones that survive. I mean, we have a draw engine, but this... What are we even doing? I just want to go with this test, like, full all-in, and try to actually win even the unwinnable games. If you are laddering for, you know, a lot of games, you will get surprising amount of, like, wins where you shouldn't win. But okay, I'll be honest, this is it. We cannot even attack. Alright, I'll give good game. Because at this point it's actually 100% unwinnable. Like, we cannot do it. I honestly think we're this close to winning, but that draw was just too good. Right, our opponent is going first. This is decent. We'll need to work for the... Bro, isn't this like the 4th or the 5th game in a row on the draw? Like, it really makes a difference. Like, you get so much easier wins if you're on the play. So if you get 4 or 5 games on the draw, you generally won't break 50% usually. Like, 50% is already like your dream. So really rough start so far. I think we go for Kraza. Alright, I think we play it on Spider. I will try to go for the value play, but it feels so rough. Like, we're already behind. Our opponent has nice turn to remove it. It's just, you know, not ticking perfectly, but if that you know, either it survives or at least our opponent is forced to spend the turn on it. So, whenever I see this card, a lot of cards are getting milled. Oh boy, I think I've played against this once in my life and it will hurt. Do we want to draw cards, man? I think we... This will not kill us with damage, probably. So I think we go green, so we can cast the arms. We pay the life. We go this, so we can start punishing our opponent on the next turn. And I don't believe this is the right mana. A little bit of a giveaway that we're tapping like this, but you know, it is what it is. And let's go for the counter. Oh boy, this will be rough. I'm trying to find Shelter by Ghost or something. I mean, let's go. And if they block, we... No way. This is actually super big deal. Wait, what? It's not a spider. This one is not a spider. No. Oh, it was highlighted. If things are highlighted, I don't read them. Alright, that's painful. Man, we got such a nice block here. Okay, but this cannot be blocked, right? That was our only shot at killing it. Alright, at least they mill one, but they will pump it, don't you worry. Okay, I needed to decide how we are trying to win this game. The lifelinker actually makes a big difference, but I think Kraza is such a powerful card that we don't really want to waste it. Oh man, I even paid 2 life for this play. No. It looks like it has... Bro, I'll be honest. This card literally has spider in the name. How is it not a spider? It has spiders, it is named Spider. Like, every spider sense was tingling, basically. And it's not a spider, it's just a performer. Not legendary, huh? This will... It doesn't look scary, but I played against this deck. I think they have Skitter thing that has 10 power, and they do some shenanigans, so it mills 10 cards or something. So this will go really quickly once they start going. That means we need to go absolutely crazy now. Spider. This one, and we keep this for them for the kill. I hope they cannot mill on the next turn. And we go haste, right? This will be a 2/2 only. It is a spider. We draw a card, which might be deadly. Alright, I think I'm considering so many plays. I think we'll try to get rid of one of them with this pump. Kraza, not the good draw. We could also go this and go haste. Okay, I think this is more damage. I think we need to absolutely push for max damage and potentially pump this so we can push even more damage on the next turn. This might be the only way we win this. 4/3, so it's haster. Let's go. So basically, if you give it haste, in 2 turns it deals 8 damage, assuming it doesn't get answered. They can double block. Ooh, the double block is dirty. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess we go like this then. And so if you put a counter, it's 5 damage in 2 turns. If you don't and give it haste, it's 8 damage in 2 turns. So that's why we are going for it. Of course, if you assume this will, stay for like 5 turns, then it starts changing. I think they give this ability to another creature somehow from graveyard. I don't remember what was the play. I lost once to this deck when I was testing a deck like months ago. So I don't remember everything. I think we have enough cards here. Let's just get rid of this problem. Normally I would not do it. But this is not a normal deck. It doesn't play by normal rules. It just tries to mill you somehow. And oh boy, is it starting? Something bad is about to happen. Okay, I mean it's not the worst. Okay, oh, this hurts. Do we draw a card? I believe we do, right? Yeah. Right, as long as we get a spider, I'll take... Okay, this is a decent spider. Those are really good spiders. Alright, guys. There is a chance. There is a chance. Kraza, go. By the way, this is legit the best spider here. Let's go spinner. Because now we can get haste. How is our opponent on 26, man? So this is the danger zone. Because if they sweep again, we are starting to have no value. And I really hope they won't be able to answer those spiders. Especially Spinner of Souls is something I absolutely, desperately need here. They only have 2 cards, so very likely they don't have the right answers. And I'm still not sure what exactly they will do. It's probably Rapture. Maybe this is just Rapture Monument deck? They have 6 mana and this is a good sweeper target, so if they have it, they will play it now. And that's terrifying. Okay, okay, good. What is the best spider we can go for? We absolutely pay life here. Let's go green because we have so many green thingies. We could play this. Oh, this is a good play. Okay, this is good. Oh my god, this is even better. Okay, guys, you will love this. Haste. haste. Swingy swing. Tons of damage, thank you. Sacrifice. Oh, and now we are going with Spinner of Souls. We cannot overdo it. So let's go for the one spider everyone loves as the finisher. And we can grow extra arms. Does it even make sense? Is it worth it? If they go for... Maybe we go land? Sorry, Kraza? Kraza seems really good. I'm drawing a lot of cards, but I don't think we'll be so close that it will decide the game. It might. So I might be wrong here, but I'll take the risk. And it's Kraza, because if they sweep the board, I want to make sure that everything has haste. I guess this gives haste, but it's fine, it's fine. We want options. Okay, this is fine. Even if they name Scion, we just go all in. Okay, we have one, so they got one card from us. That was the whole turn. And that means we can go for, okay, I think we got this. By the way, Fateweaver, again, pretty decent. And we want haste on everything. And this is so close. And we have this grow extra arms. They know about it right now, by the way. And we swing. And we grow some extra arms. On what? I guess on Kraza. And I think that's game. Come on, that was a nice win. I don't know exactly what they were doing, but there was something scary lurking. So I think we were really close to potentially losing this, but I'll take the win. And I believe that's like 5th or 6th time on the draw, man. We will never be on the play. Oh, that's really bad. That's incredibly bad for us. On the draw against Vivi deck. Oh, the dream. It's looking hot. Let's go for the starting town, because it gives us the chance to, play a lot of stuff. And you guessed it, Fateweaver. And this will be rough. I don't have, good feelings about this one. Cardon. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to basically raise them right now. They have everything to set up the combo. We just need to roll as quickly as possible. So we go for this. That means we get a 2-2. There's no creatures in the graveyard, so they cannot pump, at least now. So this will be scary, but hopefully, man, on the draw it's so hard to pressure them enough for 20 damage before they go for the combo. Like, you need to be a little bit, on tempo here. But at least we have good curve. Like, our draw is decent, so maybe we can make some magic happen. This is okay. However, they will get the counter, and, it starts. It basically starts. And we cannot get this going. Like, I want those counters. They're super important. Okay, I think we can do something with it. So we have all the mana. We don't want to overpay. So we attack, we get Borys, and then we play Fateweaver again, and then we play Rizna on the next turn, and something like... Yeah, I think that's the play. Which means that we need a lot of green mana. This hurts. This really hurts. So let's swing. Yeah, this is a little bit better, and we also get it for defending. So it helps a little bit as well. So, I know I'm talking about this being on the play a lot here, but look at this. If we had one extra turn, we would already be growing extra arms, and this would be 9. So they would be at 9, and then they would make this turn. So, then we can pressure them to kill, but on the draw, like, it's so hard to go through it. Like, they have so much. So I'm not sure if we can go for this whole game plan, because we are so far behind. And now they're activating... Yeah, oh, man. Okay, if they have like the full combo, then it doesn't really matter, because we would not kill them on this turn anyway. Like, even with good draw, we would just not kill them right now. And that means they have all the mana, they will go... Oh, the painful Vivi death. I will wait like 20 seconds to see if they keep going. Because there is a chance this is a land and they will just pass the turn, and maybe we can still win against the board. If they don't have a good draw, like, you know, this deck needs cards. Torch the tower. And by the way, as always, the Fateweaver, the best spider. At least we can trade here. But man, they got a lot from this. They cannot put the counter. When we lose creatures, of course, they will get extra counters. How did they get 4 mana literally out of nowhere, man? This is wild. And here we are at 3 mana. Oh, this is looking so bad. So we could get this to block this, or potentially this. It's just not good, man. This is at least a 2-3, so maybe we can double block. I'll be honest, it's not looking great. There's... oh my god. At this point it doesn't really matter what they draw because they are so far ahead. Basically they have infinite mana, so every card that, you know, gets value is just close to winning. Oh, Vivi. Who could predict the card is good? Man, I'm salty. Salty. I don't think we can win this. Like, I will give him good game. We were super behind from the start, but to be honest, against this draw, there's not much we can do. We won't kill them in time, and they outscale us so hard that it's not even fun. Alright, our opponent is going for... isn't this the 7th time or so? Oh my god. Shuffler, matchmaker, please give me a chance. Alright, so what we will do? Let's go for Spider. And I mean, at least the curve that we have is really solid. So we will see what answers our opponent has. So far, I mean, we will be ahead on the board because this is, you know, deck that isn't as aggressive as ours, it seems. Maybe Demera, maybe just a bit of a control. We will see. Or maybe in the blue one. Okay, it feels like mono blue, but we are equipped for it. We have uncounterable spiders. And we have no spiders. So I think we just go for this guy. Let's go starting town. This opens mana, and let's just play it. Unfortunately, this is something they can counter, but you know, we'll go through it. Like, we'll get spider on the next turn, and we'll get the counter on this. So it's decent. It's decent. It's super important how much removal they have, or a bounce, I guess, if that's okay. So I think it's this mono blue with the water guy. Right, on the board we are actually winning, and even though this one is tapped, at some point it will untap and start dominating the battlefield again, and they cannot attack into a 2-3. This is decent. I don't think it's like crazy good, but it is useful usually. Okay, so we could go for what? This seems to be the best play, and they cannot counter it. And this one will be on human. I know, I surprised you. This one I think is better. This is very vulnerable to bouncing, but you know, if they have it, that's always a decent card. And we can start attacking, so we can keep pushing the counters. Of course we'll get a card, but it doesn't matter too much. The Tidebinder, alright. Not the end of the world, probably we'll answer it at some point, but definitely not helpful. They took the damage. We will probably try to raise them, so the damage on face is incredibly important. Oh my god, they have this. Oh, that hurts. At least we can get rid of the Drowner for free, so I'll take it. And now we can trade 1 for 1, so we will also do it. The Curiosity, of course, we need a good card. We didn't get it. Oh boy, this is rough. Okay, I think I know. This will be Spider. If we attack like this, they will block with Drowner. And we don't have a tapped creature. Oh man, this is awkward. Because I need tapped creature, but I cannot get it. I guess we could save it for 1 mana. Alright, let's go. I cannot allow them to attack, but this is rough. This is rough. Unfortunately, they will block, and it forces us to spend mana, which is unfortunate. Especially that we don't get the trample. But I think we still need to make the play. We got a free trade, you know? And now we can go for this. And get this to block again, potentially. So this was a decent turn. It's super important what they have. Right now we are winning. But those cards can change it. Oh, the removal is open. So this wasn't mono blue, but they are so skewed toward blue that I think they have a mana base that is mostly like islands for this double blue. I don't remember the name. Bez something, you know, the Hydro guy. Oh boy. By the way, as always, the real victim is always the Fateweaver, the best spider ever, and we need to block it. Oh, they have some plays. I bet they have something. But we need to trade. Okay, at least we got rid of half of this card. You know, the less important half. Okay, can we switch it? No. We need one more. They will get Sanctuary, and that's the big problem. They can also counter something potentially. So this is not looking great for us. This Curiosity will probably win the game because we cannot block this. We don't have good stats and this is legendary. Oh, that's even worse. What mana do we need? Okay, so human. So this can be used? No. So we can colorless and this one. So we have 2 colorless and 2 of any color. So this has to be the right one. Let's go for white. Okay, scary stuff. Even if they have man, we will need to double block, but that's such a disaster. And if they have removal, that's even worse. So we will just chill. Our opponent transformed, not at the end step, but we still cannot attack. I need them to not have removal right now, because we can kinda try to contain this. But they have removal, and that is the start of our downfall, because now we actually cannot do anything. We need to give them the card, unfortunately. And that starts them going, because the whole point of trying to, you know, outlast them was that they don't have plays. And then our spiders get more stuff, and they actually got another, wow. Well, that was my play for the next turn. Oh, this is unfortunate, man. I really think you see why I have strong feelings toward Curiosity. This card wins games so often after you kill it. It's crazy. And it's so cheap and so flexible. We need to build some decks with it. Yeah, and now they will never stop, and this gives them extra creatures, which will draw more cards, and in 2 turns they will spiral out of control. So, see? Like, moment they hit once or twice, you already are so outscaled. I will still play something, because there is a chance we draw 2 spiders in a row. So we can keep up for... well, our draw is a little bit different. Oh boy, a 1-lander. At least we're on the play, so you know what, I'll take it. But Mulligan is definitely painful a little bit here. I think we get rid of this guy. So far, to be absolutely honest with you guys, this one is like I crafted it for this deck just to test it, and I think it's usually like not as good as the other spiders. I usually am like, yeah, it helps, but not like the biggest deal, you know? So, spider. I think we go for this, because this can be cast later, you know, trying to go in between the spells for our opponent, but if they are tapped, we can just play this one easier. Let's see what they will do. This is a really rough draw. We don't have the third land, we have 1 less cards. Oh, okay, but we're against artifacts. That's better. I thought it's control, which would be a huge problem for us. But against this, maybe. Let's go for white mana. We pay, and we go for this guy. The damage on this turn is not impressive, but on the next one it will be better. So if they play Synthesizer or something, we can remove the first one. To be absolutely honest, this is fine. I think. I hope. So, what will they go for? I think we have to remove it. Like, there's no way. And we have to go for Spinner. It's also the biggest creature. So hopefully they won't have enough mana to kill it. Like they have Soul Blades, for example. So this is a first big chunk of damage. This will be close. I'm not sure if we have enough. Like we will get them to like 5 to 6, but I'm not sure if we can get them to 0. So we need some extra punch. Maybe those those flying spiders. Bro. Like how you make a human hero into spider? Like you put spider on the head or on the back. That's that's like half of the cards. Alright, okay, they kinda whiffed on this turn, not gonna lie, this is massive. So we can probably play this at the end step. So we have two ways to play this. We can either go for this, that deals more damage, or try to go for this and try to protect the big stuff. I think we go for protecting. It also has flying, so we can do some crazy magic. If they pay the ward, that's so expensive that if we protect the creature, they will be fully tapped. I think we've got this. They kind of... Battlefront might be a problem. Because they need more than one play on this turn. So I was like, no, they cannot make two plays. Well, they can if they have Battlefront, so that's probably our biggest fear. Everything else, I think we should be able to go through. This will be 4 damage and this is 2, so even if they remove this, if they tap fully, see? This is exactly what I was thinking about. And if they target this, they need to pay the ward. And if they pay the ward, we are exactly equipped for it. And this is why we waited for this particular play. Hexproof, indestructible, winning and explosion. I mean, I'll take 3 cards, you know? Alright, we bounce back. Alright guys, we are on the play, and I believe, if I counted right, this is our final 10th game. And I have no idea what are the results, because I decided that I will check them for the outro only, so I have no idea if we are winning. I hope so. We go absolutely spider. Let's not mess it up. This is our way to redeem ourselves or get better result, or maybe this might be the breaking one. I'm not sure how many we want. Turn 1 removal, not our favorite of course. So how do we do it? This is definitely a starting town turn. Well, we could play it on the next turn to not pay the life. So I think it's Kraza into this guy. Let's go. And you guessed it, it will be spider. Man, do we put the counter? It might be good. I like the counter. This will be a modified creature, so it will also get us extra cards maybe later with this. Alright. I really hope they don't have another removal. That's painful. I need a desperately creature here. Alright guys, this is our last play. If they have the third removal, we are kinda flooded. I could wait one more turn, but it's such a big gamble to wait full turn. They shouldn't have another lightning strike. Shock doesn't do it. Burst lightning doesn't do it. Like they shouldn't have removal for it. Alright, Screaming Nemesis. Absolutely painful, but at least not a removal. I will absolutely take it. Now we can put 2 lands from the top. Bro, we have 1 mana. And this is why, even if you play little lands, I have noticed that very often in this kind of situations you get like multiple lands in a row. We basically didn't draw anything since 2 turns. So we need to find something better. This is good. This is a good play. And that means we can go spider. We need to play it. Okay guys, this might be our way. Because this is a flyer, so we can go through Nemesis and pump it. And it will be modified. Okay, I think this is a really good draw. I think this might win us the game. We'll see, we'll see. But it's close. We can give it flying. We need to be careful about mana, because only this can... What? Okay, I'm listening. I think we cannot raise them fully. Right, I can. Okay. This tap got me scared. So now we can block. I'm sure they have a trick. But they need to use cards. They only have 3. And we are doing extra cards. So let's see if they go for more than one spell. Trample, scary stuff. Let's see if they go more. They have trample, so it's worth it for them. So to pump more. Oh, turn inside out is unfortunate one. Okay, we still need to make the play. But we're drawing 2 cards a turn, that's the big deal. And by the way, if you tap wrong, you lose here. So we don't absorb all the damage, but we absorb a big chunk of damage, and we trade here. Nemesis still terrifying, but if we could find Shelter by Ghost, then we are winning. We need to be good at magic and draw it. Like, no joke. This is not exactly what we need. We need something that has immediate impact. And we are running out of time to draw it. Like, those 2 lands absolutely devastated us. Oh boy. We need to play it. Right? Let's check. Oh my god, we'll also have to pay more. Spider, spider, spider. Okay. Let's go for white mana for Sheltered. If not Nemesis, this would be perfect. Guys, let's go. This is the play. Either it wins or absolutely breaks us. If they can... Oh man. At least we will live gain first, because we have first strike. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh no. Now we have the emblem. Okay, we can do this. And there's no way this is something that deals damage. Oh, this is something that deals damage. Okay. We cannot block this because then we die. Well, outplayed. Alright guys, I will show you the stats, we'll talk through the spiders, you will get all the good stuff, but first I just want to ask you for something, because this is a super long video, YouTube doesn't really like those videos, so especially if some of you I know will probably skip directly to results, if you could like, subscribe and maybe autoplay the video so YouTube sees that you watch the whole thing, that would be really helpful, because generally it would be better to make videos shorter, but I think there's good value in showing you like literally the whole journey in those 10 games, or as you will know, a little bit more even. So, I wanted to make this video because I think we all were curious if spiders are good. That's why I tested this deck for 2 days. I wanted to check how good they are because I was curious myself, and today I will give you the answers. So yeah, I would appreciate it. And for the results, because you want to know. I played 1 game more. I didn't realize that I'm playing the last game you have seen against Mono Red was actually 11th game, but that's good. We actually went over the top with quality. And as I mentioned in the start of the video, you have seen all of the games, literally how they were played, and you've seen the whole thing. So the pain I had and the victories I had, now we share them. And in the end, I'm proud to say that we actually beat Mythic with 6 wins and 5 losses. In 10 games, it was actually 6-4, but we lost the last one against Mono Red, so it went a little bit closer to, surprise, surprise, 50%. And to be absolutely honest with you, that's a little bit better. I thought that we will go between 50 and 70%. I wanted to go for 70%, and we actually hit 60 in like those first 10 games. So I'm super happy with this. I was a little bit scared how it will go, because maybe we'll just lose, 7 games and it will be a disaster, and then what? So I was really stressed about it, but I'm so happy it worked. And to be fair, this is exactly how I expect those spiders to perform. So now let's talk about it, because you've seen the whole thing, right? You didn't skip the whole video, and now you know the drill. So I will tell you exactly which spiders are good and why, and which suck, or maybe you don't want them in your deck. Alright guys, I will actually re-record this part because it took so long to talk through every spider that we'll go the fast version, because not everyone is here for 15 minutes talking about the spider. So I will tell you exactly. Fateweaver, amazing. Probably the biggest upside I did after switching versions of the deck. This is so much better than else because it synergizes with the rest of the deck. It gives you this huge death touch, a small death toucher, sorry, to get rid of the big creature for your opponent so they cannot pressure you, and you have seen. This is amazing, and it can find every spider hero from your deck, so this is absolutely amazing. If you play spiders, you probably want to play this. This is generally a very good card. It's a 2-drop that has flying, so you can push damage even if you lose the board for like the finishing hit, and the hexproof and indestructible is massive because for single point of mana you are protected against sweepers. Like, this is insane against control. You just play it, it's in the board, and I mean, they cannot sweep the board even if they have everything. And if you push enough damage, you will kill them before they can answer this into a sweeper. So strong card, even if you are not playing a spider deck, I think this can be played. Kraza, probably one of the best spiders in the deck because it gives you this sweet haste, and you can also pump the stats if you want to go for a longer game. So super good, even though it's legendary 4-off. This one is useful. It also has a little bit of like haste effect. You put it and all the spiders are bigger, and that's why it's so important to have the Fateweaver and this one, so you know they get pumped. This is like your main draw engine. It's very vulnerable to removal, but it's a really good card in this type of deck. I'm not sure if you can even play spiders without it. You need to find a different draw engine, and it's not easy, so a bit vulnerable, but it's just the way that you keep going. It's slow to set up, but you know, it is what it is. This one is a great finisher. I think 1 is exactly the amount I enjoy playing. You just want to, you know, get it with Fateweaver or just top deck and play it, swing, win the game. So this one is a good one. Borys, I wasn't super impressed with this card, even though sure 5-4 on like turn 2 seems great. I mean, it eats removal and that's it most of the time, and a lot of decks can outscale the stats, so even though it seems on paper it's great, I kinda usually prefer the, you know, spiders that do something interesting and push more damage, so might be me, but it didn't like super impress me. This one doesn't fit. Like, I thought we can use the transformation, but it's so slow, and those counters for 2 mana aren't like impressive, so I think this card should go. You should replace it with some different spiders. And what do we have more? Spinner of Souls and Gloria, very nice. Gloria is a little bit better, I think, because it has like a bit of haste effect. It's hard to draw cards with this because when you play it, you are fully tapped usually, so it needs to survive 1 turn, and then you need to hit face because it needs to deal combat damage to a player. So you need a good setup, but if you can get it going, it's ton of cards. So I still like the card, but not easy to set up. And Rizna, pretty decent. It's not the biggest deal, but it's 1 mana spider, and the cool thing is that you don't need to attack with this, you just need to attack with 2 different spiders. So then you know, it's easier to pump. You can play this and already get the counter, and then it keeps going. So okay, it's a nice one, but Fateweaver definitely stronger. So yeah, I think we went through all of them a little bit faster this time. Alright guys, for the final verdict, and I'm definitely not recording this for the 6th freaking time because I ramble too much every single time. So guys, in 10 games, it's not like, you know, definitive in 10 games if you win, that means that the deck is super busted. Of course, it's a small sample, so I will give you an actual feeling after playing with this type of decks and this particular deck for a few days. Spiders feel like a fair, solid aggro deck. Yeah, and you can already see the problem, because when you think about Boros aggro, do you first thing that comes to your mind, well, this seems like a fair, cool deck? Well, no, it feels, oh my god, I played the Tapland, they steamroll me, why am I getting steamrolled, I should be winning, and then you die. This is more of a feeling of a, like, really strong aggro deck. This one feels like it requires more setup, a little bit more clunky. If they remove one of the main cards, suddenly it stops sticking, and your opponent has more time to answer everything, because not everything here has haste. We basically have only Kraza to enable this, so it just feels like level less powerful than Boros decks, at least in my opinion. I might be wrong. I would love to be wrong, because I love this deck and I think it's way more fun than, you know, the red aggro decks, which are kind of boring, let's be honest. This one is actually kind of exciting to play, even for a control player, so that tells a lot. So guys, my final verdict is that it doesn't feel like crazy tier 1 deck. I don't think it will be better than what we had in, aggro department of our standard ladder. And I checked the stats just to be sure. It's super early, so I'm not even sure if the stats are correct right now or if they include all the new game stuff like this. But I actually didn't see much changes, and it seems that on top it's mono red, artifacts, and Borys, and of course a lot of decks that are a little bit below with win rates. But I think personally that Borys aggro might still be the best ranking deck. I will check it when the season comes, and we'll see if something changes until then. But just giving you a fair opinion, I think spiders are just a little bit too slow, and they probably won't take over, standard as we know it. So yeah. It's still a solid deck, so we'll probably hit Mythic if you play enough. As you can see, even in Mythic you can rank up with this one. So yeah, I think we need to wrap it up, and it's been close to 1.5 hours. If you watched until the end, you are my private hero, and tell me in the comments, I want to know. And I hope you've seen value in this video. I wanted to just give you the full experience of spiders, so you don't need to do the whole thing that I've done, or crafting all of those cards, going through all the versions. You have everything, basically finished. So hopefully that was valuable for you. I hope you had great fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to our amazing patrons that allow us to ramble for close to 1.5 hours, so we can make hopefully solid content for you guys. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.